Greetings, everyone. It's your favorite health coach here, Renika Hamilton, back with another retalk. I am so excited today because we are on the verge of 2023. Yes, I know many of you have set your new year, new me resolutions. I do that all the time, every single year. But for the first time or the second time this year, on a new year resolution, weight loss is not on the top of my list. I accomplished something and I feel so amazing. And I want you to feel the same way. Now I have new goals. Okay. I have brand new goals and I have a new way of setting my intentions that are really working fabulously for me. And I want to share those with you. These are mindset things, the things that make you motivated intrinsically to change yourself and to do the things that you need to do to meet your particular goals. So by the end of today's video, I really want to inspire you to get into action and to do some things to set new expectations and to really start to see the new you that you are destined to see and that you want to design for yourself. You deserve it. So let's get into these steps. All right. So step number one, valuing yourself. Self-valuing yourself really helps you get to a place of understanding who you are and recognizing you and feeling so great about where you are in your life and where you're going to be. There are a lot of times in our lives we are not at the mark, at the place that we want to be in life. I'm not all the way there. I still have lots of places that I want to go, lots of goals that I want to meet. But I'm just taking little carves of my life at a time, just carving out little pieces of my life at a time that I want to work on. And so my body was one that I wanted to work on a couple years ago. And that was one that I was working on for 10 whole years. And I had no idea that being so connected to the why, the reason why I wanted to do what I wanted to do, and starting to really value myself over anything else, was going to put me on the right path to meeting that particular goal. I am so incredibly happy that I have found that connection and really changed my mindset. And I want you to do these things as well. So one of the first things that I used to do when I was setting my goals and being self-valuing myself is really thinking about those accomplishments that I've done in my life. What are those key things that I have succeeded in before? Even when I've had failures, and I have failures all the time, I learn from them. But what are the successes that I have really done that I'm really super proud of? Writing those things down and seeing those for yourself, actually writing them down on like a card, a 3x5 index card. Write down an accomplishment and write them down, like write them down individually. And every day you take them out like a deck of cards and you just like shuffle them up and say, ooh, today, look at this. This is what I did. I did this thing. It's going to make you feel so much better about your accomplishments, about who you are, and about where you're going. And I know you've heard the saying that success leaves clues. It really does. I have to tell you this really quick story about that. So back in 2018, I was on my way to just really improving my life. I had a really rough 2016 and 2017. 2018 was like picking up for me. Things were starting to turn around, but I hadn't quite gotten my goals. But on my birthday, I made a declaration. And the other day I was looking for some batteries and I just came across this journal that I keep journals all around my house all the time. I just write down stuff. I do videos, like it's just my nature of doing that. So I picked up this journal and I looked on the log on August 14th, 2018, August 4th, 2018. And on that day, it was I shared with myself that one of my goals in life was to really get the determination and everything that I needed to do to reach my goals. That was me valuing myself. That was me putting value on where I was, where I had come from, and what I needed to do, change my mindset and get on this plan to lose my weight. I had no idea I was going to find this plan 3 years later. I was just trying to work on my mindset. And I had started that as early as 2018. I just think that is so incredible. So it doesn't matter what your timeline is. Valuing yourself and putting yourself first in what you want to accomplish is going to be so helpful for you. Step number 2, just say no. Okay, so I'm very familiar with just say no. I used to be the DARE president in elementary school, middle school, and high school. I was the president. I used to be the one that says, just say no. But I was always having a hard time saying no to other things outside of drugs, like people and priorities and other stuff that people wanted me to do. I was just always like the yes person, always the person that says, yes, I will do it. I will do it. Okay, yeah. Without thinking about myself. And that is so dangerous, because what can happen is you're taking on these other people's priorities, you're taking on all these things, and you're swamping yourself and not even getting to your own particular needs. So you can solve that by asking yourself this one simple question, and that is, what value does doing this bring to me? And that's a fair question. It's not selfish. It's really going to help you align what your priorities are to your own particular goals and what somebody else wants to put onto you. Oprah said it best. She has a video out where she talks about changing your approach on being nice and soft towards people and their goals. If that is your intent to be a nice person, then keep saying yes. If you just want to, if your intent is to have people come to you all the time and ask you for money and ask you for things and to do things that kind of go against your principles or your timeline or what you want to do in life, then that's your intention. Congratulations, that's great. But if that's not your intent, think about what your intent is. And when they come to you asking you those questions, ask yourself, what is the intent? Is this what I want for the rest of my life, for people to come and depend on me all my life? No. If that's not it, just learn to say no. And don't worry about whose feelings you're hurting or anything like that. This is about you and what your value is and what you're going to bring to the earth. And you know that even on a plane ride, when they give you the emergency instructions and they talk about when the mask falls down, if there was an emergency situation, the first thing they say is make sure that your mask is on before you help anybody else, even a child, an elderly person, or somebody that's not able to do this for themselves. Why? Because you can't help them if you're not able to breathe yourself. So we should always be working to make sure that we feel good internally and externally and have the energy that we need to do to be able to help the people that are important in our lives. Step number 3, schedule time for yourself to do absolutely nothing. Put that on your calendar. It is an amazing time to reset, to really think about what it is that you're doing, to reward yourself for all the things that you're accomplishing. Listen, going for these goals and making these changes in your lives, even though there are very small and easy habits that you can make to get yourself up and involved and doing the things that you need to do, it is labor intense. And so sometimes you do need to make sure that you're just giving yourself time to just relax, relate, don't have anything to do, but just do what you want to do. Just do nothing. Lay in the bed, lay down, just take a nap, just lay down for a little bit longer, get some rest and recuperate yourself so that you can get back up and get to your goals the way you need to do them. And even if somebody tries to come in on your time, like if you set 4 o'clock to be your resting nothing time, be true to that. If somebody calls you at 4 o'clock to say, what are you doing? Say nothing. Oh, well, why don't you do this? Nope, because it's on my schedule that I'm not going to do anything at this time. That is valuing yourself, putting yourself first, and helping you to be more intentional about you. I have hoped that you have enjoyed these tips and that you're really going to do what it takes to be intentional about yourself, loving yourself, and valuing yourself so that you can be the best version of yourself that you can be in 2023. Thank you so very much for listening. I hope you all have a very prosperous and very happy new year, and have a good night.